The global economy is larger today than it has ever been in human history. Governments report consistent growth. Stock markets hit record highs month after month. And yet, across countries, from the G7 to emerging markets, people report the exact same feeling. Life feels harder, not easier. This is not a contradiction. It is a structural shift in how value is created and who actually receives it. For most of the 20th century, economic growth followed a recognizable pattern. When productivity increased, jobs expanded. Wages rose alongside output. Growth was a tangible, physical event that households could actually feel in their daily lives. That relationship has not just weakened, it has dissolved. Today, growth is driven by scale, automation, and capital efficiency. A handful of firms can generate nearly infinite economic value without employing large numbers of people. This changes who benefits from the system, and it changes what prosperity actually means for the average person. To understand why the numbers look good but reality feels difficult, we have to look at the decoupling of wages and assets. Modern growth rewards ownership significantly more than it rewards participation. If you own assets, businesses, real estate, equities, or intellectual property, growth compounds in your favor. The system is designed to inflate these asset classes. However, if you rely primarily on wages, growth arrives late or not at all. This is the asset economy. In this environment, your financial destiny is determined less by your salary and more by your portfolio. Consider the phenomenon of inflation inequality. Standard inflation metrics track a simple basket of goods: milk, bread, fuel. But they often underweight the costs that actually define a modern life: housing in a safe neighborhood, quality education, senior health care. These sectors have not just inflated, they have exploded. Meanwhile, technology creates deflation in other areas. Televisions, smartphones, and digital services have become cheaper and better. So the consumer is left in a strange paradox. The toys are cheap, but the foundation is expensive. You can afford the distraction, but you cannot afford the security. This creates a quiet, pervasive psychological pressure. People are not necessarily poorer on paper, but they are less mobile, they are more constrained, and they are more fragile. The system is not broken. It is doing exactly what it was redesigned to do over the last 40 years. Economies optimized for efficiency, currency stability, and corporate velocity. They did not optimize for broad labor participation. This pattern is global. It appears in the high-rises of London and New York, and in the industrial hubs of Bangalore and Shenzhen. The mechanism is the same. Capital is fluid and global. Labor is fixed and local. Therefore, capital has the leverage. When a recession hits, or when a technological shift occurs, the adjustment cost is passed down to the wage earner. Stability at the macro level is often purchased with instability at the micro level. We must also address the source of the money itself. When central banks stimulate economies, that liquidity does not enter the market evenly like rain. It enters through specific injection points, usually the banking and financial sector. Economists call this the Cantillon effect. Those closest to the injection point, investors and institutions, benefit first. They use this new capital to acquire assets before prices rise. By the time that money circulates down to the wage earner, it has already caused prices to inflate.